Hello everyone, the 316 here with another Morphin Monday Lightning Collection review. I'm very excited for this one because it's a double review. We got the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dino Thunder Mesagog and Dino Thunder Black Ranger from Wave 14. I pre-ordered mine a few months ago off of Amazon. They both retail for $24.99 each. Hopefully I'll be able to get Lost Galaxy Pink sometime soon, but trying to save my money up for the Alien Ranger 5-pack. I'm still worried that that's going to sell out at some point. A lot of good products I want to take a look at, a lot of things I want to add to my collection, but, just money's a bit tighter than usual. So, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the boxes first. I want to take a look at the boxes first so that we can look at both of these Dino Thunder figures. Alright, so here's Dino Thunder Black's box. It's pretty standard fare for the closed box era, which is soon to be over. Some nice artwork, though. Comes with the helmet on the bottom there. There's your legalese side on the top. And finally on the back, which shows Tommy Oliver, Dino Thunder Black Ranger, the figure, all the accessories in a render. One thing I'd like to point out is you can see his right hand here is very open, but on the front of the box, it's the left hand. I don't know why they did that. It's kind of strange. Just thought I'd point that out. That's his box out of the way. Mesogog's, they made his white. Obviously, you get the black here and the black of his outfit, but the top is white rather than a black color. There's the bottom for you. There's the side of the box with his head. And then on the back, there he is with his accessories. Not too much. Truthfully, I think that this render here looks a bit darker. This is how I remember Mesagog, more so than this greenish look. I mean, you could always repaint the figure so that he was a darker color, but I'm fine with it as it is. Now that the boxes are out of the way, accessories time, starting with Mesagog. Mesagog comes with two fists, neither of which have the red paint on the nails. And he also comes with two effect pieces. This one can be put on either claw. You can kind of see an outline here, and that just sticks in on the his left hand, such as this. And then his right one is the one it's actually supposed to go into. And you line that up, and it's able to fit all the way in. It's a nice effect piece. I mean, it works. And then the second effect piece, which is, I think, my favorite of the two because it's more versatile, is this one, which is brand new. There you go. You can stick this on his hand, one of his open claws, or alternately, if you line it up just right, I'll show you how to do it. So you can see that there are two little effect energy pieces next to each other. That's the front. So you just stick that on like that, and you can do his like mind powers where he's, hurting someone mentally. Not emotionally, just mental, emotional damage. Okay, enough of that. Let's go ahead and stick him off to the side. And now let's take a look at Dr. O's accessories. So, of course, he comes with the Brachio staff, which is currently in his right hand. It can be put in his left hand. It does come with this effect piece that's been used many a different times. I don't think it's been used in this orange color. I'd like to see more effect pieces used in this color. And you can stick it on, but because of how thick the end of the staff is, he can't really put it down any further than that. I mean, it still looks good, though. Still works. So you'd either have to cut a hole into this effect piece or, shave this down, which obviously I'm not going to do. And then the last three accessories, rather. You got that open hand I was talking about earlier, which does have the Dino Thunder triangle on it. And you do have a fisted hand, which, again, also new. Or this one might not be new. This one I'm pretty sure is. But this one has the Dino Thunder triangle on the hand as well for the gloves. Last accessory here. This one actually is what's on the figure when it comes out of the box, but the civilian head sculpt, it's okay. Kind of wish his hair was a touch darker. On the camera, it looks more of a reddish brown. That's just because of the color behind me If I put this up front, you can see it does look more of a darker brown, which it is close to his actual hair color, but I always thought his hair was more of a blackish brown than a brownish red. Okay, that takes care of all of the accessories. So the only thing we got to do now is take a look at the figures. Just to make this easier, I'm going to leave the Brachiostaff in Dino Thunder Black's hand. So Mesagog, oh boy, I was not expecting us to get a Mesagog figure this soon in the line, even if it's only been, what, 4 years since it came out? But look at this, he's got an opening jaw just like the Tenga Warrior. That's as far as it'll close. So his mouth is still open a little bit. His neck piece under here, yes, I took that head off. Out of the package, this was very tight, and it still kind of is, but you can... Oh, God. Might have to heat this up again. Okay, let's try moving it with the head on. Oh, that does not want to move. Okay, just so I don't break it, I'm going to do that after the review is over. But just know that you can move that neck joint, and you can also move this neck piece as well towards the back. So he can get a lot of down movement in his head. Up movement, as you can see, his head just came right off. Thankfully, this is a softer material, so I don't feel bad about it. But yeah, the neck piece should be able to move. It's just very tight on my particular copy. His shoulders here, they're nice, they're big, they're bulky. And what I didn't notice was that his forearms, they actually have a bit of a wash to them. I wish that was actually put on the torso. I think that would have made more sense to put this on the torso of the figure. Oh well. I mean, you could have also put it on the neck, but because his head's there, you're not really going to see it. He's got his little belt buckle painted, and it even has that little notch in the top of it like it does on the show. The legs, they're not very special. Basically, the thigh to right here, that's reuse, but the boots are new as far as I'm aware. They look good. And I think this side's a little loose on mine. No? Oh. It's not too bad. Getting him to stand up, it's a little problematic on my copy just because this leg here on this side, as you can see, this boot is very loose. That and this thigh piece doesn't want to go in anymore, and this one wants to go outward. So when I stand him up, you can see he's a little lopsided. But when the light hits him right, I mean, look at that. That's perfect. Like, they did such a good job with this figure. In the correct lighting, it's perfect even. My only real nitpick, like I said, is that the bodysuit, I think, is just a little too bright. You can darken that up with either a wash or just painting the whole thing. But this looks great. Oh, and there's the back. Kind of like a hooded sweatshirt type of deal. And he does have those really annoying looking elbows. I'd hate to have those. Out of the package, when I opened this figure, they had actually swapped his hands around, so this hand was over on this side. They are two different hands. I did double check. It's easy to tell because the thumbs both point downward. But yeah, thankfully nothing was missing. Everything feels good, minus the neck joint being a little stiff, but that's an easy fix. Now, my most anticipated figure of this release was Dino Thunder Black. Obviously, JDEF passed back in November, and this was like the last prominent Tommy suit that they hadn't done in the line at the time. And thankfully, it turned out really good. Great, I don't know. Good, though. Very good. The gold is a very nice and shiny gold, especially on that visor. That visor really pops. They did such a good job with this helmet. Although there is one problem with the helmet. You can see it's very loose. Like, it's not like super loose where it spins around super easy. There's still friction in there, and it will hold a pose even if you shake it. But see how easy that came off? His alternate head does go on there. I'm going to do this off camera. This is how he came out of the package, and it's okay. It's fine. But it's a much tighter fit with the civilian head sculpt. I think the reason why this is so loose on this body is because it was originally made for a thicker neck with the new articulation. Because when I put it on this figure, it's much tighter. Much, much tighter. Look, it ain't spinning at all. So, yeah, there's a little bit of a, yeah, that looks kind of funny. I'd do the opposite, but I don't want to ruin that helmet piece or this neck peg. I mean, yeah, it's loose, but it fits. That's all that really matters. And because it's loose, you can get some more articulation out of it than you wouldn't normally. He doesn't really look back because of how the helmet's molded, but looking down is fairly good. Now, there's only a few parts that he does not reuse from other figures, and that mainly being his morpher, which obviously is not painted, but it is in the correct color of black, and the torso here. The torso, if I can get it to focus, the torso has to accommodate these shoulders, so that is a new mold for the front of the torso as well as the back, but it is modeled after the other Dino Thunder figures. And the only other thing that's different, of course, is his belt. That is to accommodate, of course, his brachiostaff, which I will put in his holster here. Looking good, Dr. Rope. The boots are the exact same, as well as the legs. And these are the legs that do have that issue where it's inward a little too much, so you kind of have to readjust the thigh here, otherwise it will go back inward. It's not too bad, and of course he stands just fine, but something to note. The belt is also a little loose, but I actually don't mind that because, you know, in an actual bodysuit it would move around like this, so I'm not too worried about that. And if you want to put the arm down all the way, you kind of have to readjust it a little bit because otherwise he's not going to be able to do it quite naturally. That takes a look at both of those figures. I think they both turned out really great, but let's go ahead and see how they look next to some other figures. All right, height-wise, Mesagog, he's at about 6.5 inches, and Tommy's about 6.25 inches. But it also says their heights on the back of the box here, which, yep, that's fairly accurate. All right, let's go ahead and start off with some Power Rangers figures. I forgot to bring my Zeo Gold, or not Zeo Gold, Zeo Red down, but I do have White Ranger Tommy here, and they kind of have a similar aesthetic going on. Speaking of Mighty Morphin, let's get Dragon Shield Black with Extinguisher and the Ninja Turtles Power Blaster, or Power Axe rather, sorry. Next up, let's go ahead and get In Space Black. Just get all the mainline Black Rangers that I own. And there's another Dino Black. We got Dino Charge Black. So yeah, Black Rangers are looking good in this line. I would have brought Phantom down again, but, you know, I don't really consider him a Black Ranger. He's more of an extra Ranger. But yeah, the Black Power Rangers are looking good. All right, let's get them out of the way here. Oh, and I am considering retiring Mighty Morphin White in exchange for Dino Thunder Black for the, you know, any upcoming size comparisons. So this may be the last time you see Mighty Morphin White in a figure comparison. Okay, now I think this is what many of you have been waiting for. How does this or these two look next to the rest of Dino Thunder? So here's blue, here's red, here's yellow, and lastly we got white. Yeah, we finally have Dino Thunder complete after he started in 2020, so not too bad. Only like two years and some change. Really, red started showing up at the very end of 2020, so really it depends on how you look at it. It's either less than 2 years or more than 2 years, but not by much. But yeah, these just you know, I look at the 6 of them and I'm just like, here's my childhood, basically. Good stuff, though. They all look good. I am considering adding the extra gold to his hands, but we'll see. You know, there are things that do bug me about these 6. I think the main thing is their Dino Thunder logos on their torso. Kira and Connor's are the best. Blue doesn't have the black outline on the middle. Or not the middle, the outside. As you can see, he's supposed to have an outline on the logo like Connor is. It's very noticeable. But yeah, yellow and reds look good. Dino Thunder White turned out great. I think he's still the best release of these 6, although these two, I don't know, man. These two are just really good. All right, let's go ahead and do our final size comparisons, and I can send y'all on your way. Let's start off with Marvel Legends. We got our Extremis Iron Man, which I still have to do a review of, maybe this week, I don't know. G.I. Joe Classified, Tiger Force Outback. So there's your 6-inch figure representation. Now let's go into some 7-inch scale. Here's my Amanda Connor black and white Batman statue, and we'll bring in Mighty Morphin White for one last time, of course. And then let's get our WWE Elite Drew McIntyre. He's currently, he was going window shopping. He needed a purse, and he doesn't want to stand right now. Okay, let's go ahead and grab something else from my childhood. Batman Beyond from the McFarlane DC Multiverse. And lastly, we got the Halo Spartan Yoroi. Actually, not lastly, because I also have this, which is an upcoming review for Friday, the Gundam Wing model kit. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to retire some of these, because they take up a lot of space on my desk, and I'll throw this in here too. It's a Mega Construx Mark 7. Yeah, this, man, to think I didn't own any of these in 2021. I didn't own a single one of these, or actually I did own him in 2021. Actually, I've owned him for a few years, but everything else is all brand new or within the last year or two. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below if you've got either of these figures, or if you want to see me get any other figures from the wave. I'm definitely getting Lost Galaxy Pink, but I'm not sure about Dino Fury Blue. So if Dino Fury Blue's good, I have seen pictures. I'm a little annoyed that the silver on his visor is not painted. That really bugs me. I don't know if I can look past it. I only have Dino Fury Red, but anyway, I hope to get some more Lightning Collection figures, but mostly I've just been waiting on sales, and with the quality control, I'm just very worried about ordering them online. I mean, you guys saw how my Dino Charge Blue went with the 2 right legs. By the way, I did post it in a comment, but I was sent a Mesogog with the Walmart exclusive box instead of an extra one of him, so oh well, free figure, I guess. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell. That all helps the channel out a lot. And as always, peace.